How's it going, guys? Today we're going to talk about a $16,000 game I had. $16,831 game today. We had a massive breakout on WB, and I don't know if I mentioned that this was the position I gave up Facebook, which was starting to suffer, which came off its top, and ultimately wasn't really looking so strong anymore, and after hours is even looking worse for tomorrow. The Facebook was it had its run up. I bought it around here when it broke out. It had its run up, and I think it's done for now. It had a really nice run, but it's not really worth holding on to for me right now. Anyway, I traded the shares for Facebook for WB. So like 5 days ago, I sold Facebook, and I saw WB was right here. Around a breakout spot at 59.6 or something like that. 59.6, right. So I purchased it right here when it hit this all-time high. And a few days later, 6 days later or whatever, was earnings day. So here's earnings day, and I'm not playing earnings, but I'm playing breakouts. So it broke out, I bought it. I didn't know when earnings was for this stock at all. But 6 days later came earnings, and the stock shot up 25%. We're looking at a huge winner right here. Now, this was a classic breakout. Like, this is, you guys can select these stocks too. Like, it might look risky buying stocks on the high. Like, okay, for instance, here it would have completely failed, right? 58 to, 51 in like a day, right? This would have been a very big fail, right? But at the same time, that's why, I waited for it to kind of go surpass this 58.45 buy point and hit the 59.6, right? It gives you a little more confidence that it's going to succeed. Now it could have failed, right? But it clearly didn't. This is a really strong stock though. It's showing that it always recovers, or at least in the last year and a half, it recovers. If it falls down some, it recovers. You can see that in the chart. If it goes down some, it recovers and surpasses itself. And here we are again. It had a bigger correction here, and when it came to this point here, it was a buy at 59.6. And this position is up like $14,000 by itself, and I know it says plus 2,300 here, but that's calculating it as if it's only from yesterday's gains, not from today's. So today's gains added like $11,000 on top of that. So yeah, this was a solid stock pick, and I hope you guys discovered it. My strategy kind of sometimes requires me to move quickly in and out of stocks. Although I do wish I can. I am hopeful that I can hold on to the stock for the next 6 months. That's my plan. At least 6 months to maybe a year or something. But, sometimes I need to move out of them quickly. Like Facebook, it went up for a few months, and it started suffering, and I think it's time for it to be done. That's why I got out of it. Now, second big winner, NVDA. I sold my shares of IBP, another stock that started to suffer here. I sold my shares of IBP right here before it took off in a downward spiral. It started showing bad signs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bad signs and bad earnings. This stock was a sell, right? So I sold my shares here instead of being stubborn and sticking to it, and bought shares of NVIDIA on its breakout. So it had its earnings. I didn't buy it because I wasn't sure that it was really a confirmed breakout. It's a little close here. 121 was the buy point, but I wasn't too sure it was going to make it through. So it hit 123, right? And I jumped in the stock, and now it's at 136. So I would call it a successful breakout. So my strategy completely, revolves around breakouts and looking for stocks that are just doing great and amazing. It's not looking for stocks that are really undervalued and have been doing poorly and should recover. I can't time recoveries. Most people can't time recoveries. but you can see that a stock is breaking out into new highs, and you can just jump on board, right? That's my thought process. Of course, Warren Buffett is a value investor, and he's the number one investor. He's like the richest guy in the world, so of course that strategy can work. But from my perspective and my logic, I really can't time waste when to jump into these value investments. So this is how I do it. I think for most people, it's a lot easier than trying to time value investment and evaluate if something is a good value investment, right? So yeah, there's that. Other than NVDA and WB have been the two stocks to buy and be in for this month. I would say the next stock to purchase would be Applied Materials. They have been, oopsies, I kind of cut out there. I was saying Applied Materials. They seem to just be up all the time, every day. They have great earnings, great reports. They had a breakout here where you can see my purchase point, right? Up to $7,000 on this position here. Breakout point was 39.7. I jumped in here, 40.15, just waiting for the confirmation of it being upward trend. And it took off here, and now it's at $45. So we're looking at, actually this is incorrect as well. It's actually more like an $8,000 gain. I don't know why it doesn't update for the day until the next day, but right, whatever. So that's another stock we're looking forward to having. If you want to know all my positions, let's go over that really super quick. We have WD. We have, I'll go alphabetically. We have AMAT. We have ANET. We have okay, maybe different. I don't know. IPGP. We have NVDA. We have BABA. You can see these buy points are just way below the current prices. And we have WB. And we saw WD already. And I believe those are my positions. Unless I'm forgetting something. If I'm forgetting, I'll tell you guys. But I believe that would be everything. I don't have any position where I'm losing money. All of them are in the green, and that's how I like to keep my portfolio. So anyway, make sure to subscribe, like the video. If you liked the video, if you didn't like the video, don't dislike the video. Come on, fam. Come on, seriously. Anyway, peace out, guys. See you next time. I'll keep you guys updated on the stock market.